So again, welcome. Mike McDonald here, coming out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. In today's video, talking about the idea and concept of basically how to follow up in network marketing. So what are some good strategies you can use? And basically, one tip that I've been using that's been working really well is talking a lot about timing. So one thing, it kind of takes your prospect off of the defensive, takes you out of being super pushy, different things like that. If you talk about the idea of basically, hey, timing's not the best, or hey, when I talked to you earlier, I'm guessing timing just wasn't the best for you. So I'm reaching out again, seeing how things are going right now. Or, maybe it's someone that you showed and they expressed interest, but money wasn't good. They need to think about it, whatever the case is. So if you're following up down the road, you can just talk about the idea of, hey, last time when we talked, things didn't really work out. It seems like timing wasn't really the best. We're going through another surge of growth right now. And, I thought of you and I figured I'd reach out and see if you might be open at this point. So that's one good way. Or maybe your company comes out with some kind of new promotion. Find a reason to get in contact with them, but give them new information. Or, our team's growing by leaps and bounds. Just had another guy on our team qualify for a new car bonus. So I figured I'd reach out and see how things were going. When we first talked, timing wasn't the best, but I figured I'd reach out at this point and see how things are going for you. So it's a simple way that you can touch base with someone and follow up. And plus, like I said, it takes them off the defensive where you're not like, oh, you ready to get started yet? What's wrong with you? Why haven't you made a decision? You ready to get things going? So again, it's a simple way where you can be like, hey, how are things going? I know when we talked last time, timing wasn't the greatest, money wasn't right. I know you're trying to figure things out, but XYZ is going on. We're going through another surge of growth. We came out with a new trip. We came out with this new incentive contest. So I figured I'd at least follow up. I know timing wasn't the best before, but I'd reach out and see how things are going now. Are you still open? Are you still looking for something extra? Let me know. So, and another thing that I've been doing too, there's, I'm sure you're like me, you reach out to people and sometimes maybe you haven't talked to them for a long time and for whatever reason, maybe you were new in your business, maybe you didn't have your invite down and they didn't respond back to you. This is another great way to do it where you can reach out to them again, depending on how long it is, maybe it was 6 months ago that you approached them, maybe it was a year ago, a couple years ago, whatever the case is, you can reach back out and be like, hey, I know we haven't talked for a while. I always remember when we used to hang out, you had a great positive energy about yourself, or, you were one of the sharpest guys I used to work with. You give them some kind of compliment and you say, hey, I don't know what you're up to these days, but I'd reached out maybe a year ago, 6 months ago, about the expansion my company was going through. Maybe you had missed it. Maybe you hadn't seen what was going on. Maybe timing just wasn't the best. So maybe you didn't see it. I don't know. But I don't know what you're up to these days, but we're going through another surge of growth. And I figured I'd at least reach out. I thought of you. I was just curious if you might be open at this point. Maybe timing's better for you. I don't know. So again, it's a great way, and I've had a lot of people that never responded to me for my first invite that I had sent. Again, some were 6 months, some were a year, some were a couple years, whatever. But now they're getting back to me, so it's pretty cool. So it's a simple way that you can do it where it's not high pressure, you're not pushing somebody into something. But again, you can just be like, hey, I'm assuming timing wasn't the best before, but I figured I'd reach out again, see how things are going, see if things have maybe changed for you. So keep that in mind, use that tip, just talk about timing not being the best when you talk to them before, and you'll get a lot more people that will respond back to you and get back to you on your messages. So again, hopefully you guys got value out of this video. If you did, feel free to comment and share. If you're watching over here on Periscope, feel free to tap the screen, throw out some hearts again if you feel like you got some benefit. And again, if you did want to take your business further, maybe you're struggling with generating leads, you're running out of people to talk to, or you've gone through your warm market, you've screwed stuff up. If that's the case, head on over to coachmikemcdonald.com/lead generation. It's basically the system that I use to really learn how to brand myself online, develop a business and marketing successfully and generating leads and having people come to you versus you always having to prospect. Obviously, prospecting works. You want to do that, but you don't want to do it forever, right? So learn how to build a system that works. This is the training system that I learned it on. So if you want to plug into that, check that out. Just go to coachmikemcdonald.com/lead generation to plug into that as well. But thanks to everybody who tuned in, and we'll talk to you guys again soon.